higher storms your gate, will yield the throne again. Every morning your kingdom is under siege, by doubt, by distraction, by delay. The walls groan, the torches flicker, and there you sit, not a king, but a coward cloaked in comfort. Negotiating with your own destruction, you scroll while your empire burns. You whisper excuses while enemies breach the gates. Pyre. You surrender to softness while the iron of your will rusts in the corner. This is not failure. This is treason. And it is you who betrayed the crown. Your mind is a kingdom, your focus. The gate, your habits. The soldiers that either hold the line or desert in silence. Now, picture this. A torch sputters in the dark. Smoke coils toward a starless sky. Outside, barbarian screams echo beyond the stone wall. Inside, one man writes, calmly, deliberately, Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor. And still, he writes, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. While others screamed for safety, he scripted sovereignty. So what's your excuse? Napoleon Hill once said, self-discipline is the master key that unlocks the door to riches. But discipline is no key. It is the door itself. And you are the architect. You will either build the citadel brick by agonizing brick, or sleep forever in the rubble of regret. Top 10 quotes. These are not quotes. These are decrees. Laws of war. Eat, forged to dethrone the impostor within you, and restore the empire of who you were born to become. Grip the scepter of now. Its weight is the mass of your unmade future. That tremor in your hand, not fear. Forged steel, awakening. Quote number 1. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Let that burn itself into your bones. This is not poetry. This is physics. Your belief is not passive. It is causality. End the mind's throne room. You are either king or captive. Think small. Live small. Doubt collapse. But speak a neural decree with full conviction, and the universe bends in your favor. Quote number 2. A quitter never wins, and a winner never quit. This is your border wall, your standing army. You either fight, bleed, adapt, or you perish. No ceasefire, no retreat. Julius Caesar crossed the Rubicon not to test fate, but to burn the path behind him. He made retreat impossible. Can you say the same? Erase the word maybe. Replace it with must buy. That is sovereign tenacity. Hill's true gospel. Quote number 3. Definiteness of purpose is the starting point of all achievement. This is your coronation. This is sovereign clarity. The moment you choose, not wish, not wonder, but declare, with fire in your lungs, and steel in your spine. Purpose is not a vision board. It is the war banner flying from your castle walls, visible to your allies, terrifying to your enemies. Without it, you're a blind king in a hall of mirrors. Pyre. Every temptation a throne, every distraction a crown. No allegiance, no legacy. But with it, you become immortal. Now bar the gates. Quote number 4. Self-discipline begins with the mastery of your thoughts. This is border control. Because every time you check your phone mid-task, you let spies slip through the cracks. Every snack, every snooze button, every just one episode is a mercenary you've paid to burn your own fortress. You must become a tyrant to temptation, unforgiving, absolute. Your thoughts are weapons. Train them like soldiers. Whip them into rank with repetition, until focus becomes a reflex and hesitation becomes treason. 500 mornings. Same wake time. Same cold shower. Same mission. That's how you build unbreakable ranks. Quote number 5. You are the master of your destiny. You can influence, direct, and control your own environment. You can make your life what you want it to be. That is not wishful thinking. That is declaration of sovereignty. Your war council is your inner circle, and it had better be made of giants. Surround yourself with kings, or be buried beside fools. Your friends are either sharpening your blade or dulling your edge. Queen Elizabeth I ruled for 45 years, not by charm, but by control, over her court, over her emotions, over her vision. She chose advisors like she chose weapons, coldly, precisely. So choose. Your circle is your future, and don't mistake silence for safety. Your empire will fall, not from outside attack, but from the slow rot of undisciplined thought, from comfort allowed to nest, from compromise mistaken for compassion. No more. Raise the black flag. The world owes you nothing, but discipline will give you everything. You were born to command, but you live as if the crown were too heavy. Pick it up, place it on your brow, even if it cuts, especially if it cuts. Because the blood that flows down your face is not weakness. It is the ink that'll write your legend. So you've picked up the crown. Now wear it, even when it burns, especially when it burns, because resistance is the flame that tempers king. Quote number 6. Strength and growth come only through continuous effort and struggle. Let that echo through the halls of your mind like war drums. No progress without pressure. No mastery without misery. This is not suffering. This is sculpting. Every rep in the dark. Every early wake. Every hard conversation. That's chiseled to marble. That's how emperors are carved. Your brain, your fortress, doesn't grow through ease. Neuroscience calls it neuroplasticity. Hill called it struggle. Both mean this. Pain is the architect. The brain builds where you break. If you break on purpose, You want comfort? Go find a couch. You want dominion? Then struggle must become your sacrament, because inside the pain is the password, and only those willing to bleed get to lead. So bleed with purpose. Quote number 7, the ladder of success is never crowded at the top. You know why? Because most men bow out halfway. Because most would rather be popular in hell than lonely in heaven. Because discipline feels like exile, until it feels like power. You are not here to be liked. You are here to be legendary. Caesar didn't need a crowd. He needed control. Aurelius didn't need applause. He needed order. Elizabeth didn't need comfort. She needed the crown. Most of the world seeks to escape pain. You mine it like gold. You forge with it. Because while others quit at mile 5, you're just getting warmed up. The peak is silent, because only the sovereign survived the climb. Quote number 8. A goal is a dream with a deadline. Burn the word someday from your vocabulary. It is the lullaby of the lazy. Dreams without dates are just fog. Beautiful, shapeless, forgettable. A true king sets deadlines. A queen counts her conquests in weeks, not wishes. You want to build a business? Date it. Want to master your body? Measure it. Want to command your mind? Schedule the war. Because the moment you set a date, the fog becomes form. The mind aligns. The resistance sharpens. The prefrontal cortex, your throne of command, activates like a war room. That's not motivation. That's neural militarization. This is not manifestation. This is mobilization. You don't attract what you want. You assign it, and then go to war for it. So, set the date. Quote number 9. Our only limitations. There is no prison stronger than a thought you refuse to challenge. Your chains are forged in silence, in assumptions, in echoes from your childhood you never questioned. Rip them off. Limitation is not reality. It is repetition. For a phrase you heard enough times, you started believing it. But belief is a choice, and kings choose differently. Do not speak weakness over yourself, not even once, because every time you say, I can't, your subconscious turns it into law. From now on, your words are decrees, issued from the throne, stamped with the seal of sovereign command. Speak only what you want coded into your fate. Everything else, silence. Because the greatest act of spy is selective speech. Quote number 10. When defeat comes, accept it as a signal that your plans are not sound. Rebuild those plans and set sail once more. There it is, the final law, the royal rebirth. Because even emperors stumble, even legends fall, even you will fail. But Hill never worshipped perfection. He worshipped persistence under fire. Bet where sovereign tenacity lives. Defeat is not disqualification. It is redirection. It is the voice of the universe saying, wrong strategy, same mission. So shift, adapt, rearm the battlements, but never disarm your belief. You don't drown by falling into water. You drown by staying there. Now listen closely. There is one throne, and every morning 1,000 voices vie for it. Fear wants the seat. Comfort demands it. Doubt screams for it. But only one voice, one will, must sit and command yours. Your discipline is not a punishment. It is your royal guard. Every habit you install is a blade at the throat of chaos. Every routine, a formation in the war room of your mind. Snooze button, that's a coup attempt. Excuses, internal sabotage. Scrolling, treason by distraction. But every cold shower, every clean rep, every early win, those are your troops, marching, unyielding, flooding the gates of mediocrity with sovereign fire. And now we enter the treasury, where few ever step. Because here lies the gold reserve of focus, guarded by pain, defended by discomfort, paid for in silence. Your attention is the most valuable asset in this kingdom, more than gold, more than time, because time without attention is just erosion. You want deep work. Then suffer for it. Lock the doors. Kill the noise. Stare into the void until genius stares back. That's where your empire will be minted. Not in hype, but in monastic execution. The treasure of your legacy lies not in what you intend, but in what you finish. And when your mind rebels, when the dopamine hordes storm the gates, stand firm, because discipline is not just defense. It is dominion, and the science backs it. Be the prefrontal cortex, seat of willpower, strengthens with use. Each moment you resist distraction. You're lifting the crown higher. You're hardening the neural steel of self-command. Neurons fire, synapses lock, and the old self, the soft one, the lost one, dies screaming in the moat. You are not your thoughts. You are their emperor. Command them. Now the marble beneath your feet begins to glow. This is the unbroken line where legacy lives. Every act of discipline is a strike of the chisel. Every morning you rise in defiance of ease is another letter carved into the monument. Your monument, not built of stone, but sacrifice. Of the thousands of times you said no to weakness. Of the victories no one saw but you. Your name belongs in eternity, but only if you carve it in blood. So, ... raise the black flag. No more peace with procrastination. No more treaties with temptation. No more mercy for the coward in the mirror. This is your empire, your mind, your crown, your command. And if you ever doubt again, repeat these words, not like a chant, but like a war cry. I will not yield the throne. I will not kneel to comfort. I will not betray the kingdom. So you've heard the decree. You've felt the weight of the crown. And now you stand at the edge of legacy. But don't confuse this moment with arrival. This is not peace. This is not rest. This is the drumbeat before the final charge. Because once you taste sovereignty, the real kind, you'll never be able to tolerate slavery again. And make no mistake, anything less than discipline is enslavement. To impulse, to weakness, to the invisible cage built by the you who chose comfort over conquest. Bought you. You were born to break that cage, to scorch the map, to plant a new flag on territory no one thought could be claimed. And it starts now. Not Monday. Not when you feel ready. No. 'Cause your mind, that infinite empire, is waiting for a decree. Let it be this. I reign. Here I command my thought. I dictate my direction. I enforce my discipline with the fury of 10,000 fallen kings. Let the world misunderstand you. Let your old self scream and claw. Let your friends drift away like leaves in a storm. Good, let them go. You are building something sacred now. Not a goal, not a routine, a dynasty. And dynasties are not built by the distracted. They are not led by the people pleased. They are not sustained by the weak-hearted. They are forged by ruthless protectors of their own mind, by those who burn the ships, bar the gates, and rule without apology. Because here's the final truth. No one is coming to crown you. No angel descends with a sort of purpose. No mentor, no book, no course can inject you with destiny. It must be claimed. It must be ripped from the jaws of resistance. It must be spoken from your mouth. Every morning, I am the ruler. I am the law. I am the fire. That's why Napoleon Hill wrote, "Think and grow rich, not wait and be given." He understood that thought was power only when backed by discipline. He knew that the invisible empire of belief could not exist without the visible kingdom of action. That's what most get wrong. They memorize quotes, but they never bleed for them. They build vision boards, but never burn the bridges. Let me be clear. Vision without discipline is a lie. Dreams without deadlines are deception. And talent without tenacity is a tombstone waiting to be carved. So what now? You wake up tomorrow, and you become what you've spoken. You do not ask permission. You do not consult your feelings. Be execute, because now you understand. Self-disciplined is not denial. It is divinity. It is the God force inside you, choosing order over chaos, purpose over pleasure, power over passivity. It is the Marcus Aurelius within you, writing his truth by torchlight while the world screams outside. It is Queen Elizabeth drawing her own maps, steering her empire through storms, with one hand on the wheel and the other on the dagger. It is Caesar staring down the Rubicon and saying, "I will not return the same man." And neither will you. From this moment forward, let the world feel your presence. Let your actions crack like thunder across the skies of mediocrity. Let every room you enter bend beneath the gravitational pull of your focus. Because now, you don't just know the quotes, you are them. You are the embodiment of whatever the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. Gives, and your mind now conceives only victory. Definiteness of purpose is the starting point of all achievement. Gives, and your purpose is now carved into every second you breathe. Self-discipline is the master key. Gives, and now you hold the master key. A quitter never wins, and a winner never quits. Gives, and quitting has been erased from your genetic code. So listen well, because here comes your final command. Now, fortify the walls, raise the banner, silence the doubt, seize the crown. Let no weakness enter your gates. Let no day pass unearned. Let no goal live in limbo. Today is your Rubicon. Cross it. Burn the damn bridge, because there is no return. Not to comfort, not to softness, not to the boy or girl who bowed to fear. You are not that person anymore. You are sovereign. You are disciplined. You are the kingdom and the crown. And now you rule.